Welcome back to Return of Destiny. We are still covering Sabaton's The Great War. We are, of course, covering Fields of Verdun today. Just 2 more days left in this series. Sorry, I'm going to lower down. We will be doing some samples of this song. Just 2 little positives here. We got the riff, which is epic. Very exciting. It's actually funny. This song I didn't like before I started reviewing this album, but like slowly working through the songs, I'm really starting to like it. I guess the same with Ghost in the Trenches, but a little bit slightly less so. So this is getting a positive for the riff, and it is also getting a positive for the sing-along nature. Let's see. Here's my clip. There it is.
Descending to darkness, 303 days below the sun, Fields of Verdun.
It's pretty quality. It's really good song. And then we do actually have a positive for the history edition this time, because she does a bit of a Gandalf impression. Apparently the phrase "they shall not pass" was bandied about by the French. I'm not sure if that might be where Tolkien got the idea for that, because I'm pretty sure he wrote Lord of the Rings after World War One. I want to say it was definitely World War One and World War Two. He went to war after writing The Hobbit, and then wrote Lord of the Rings in a more dark, less children-y manner. But let's get on to the soundtrack edition. The soundtrack version. So we got 2 positives here. One for general atmosphere, as usual. And another one for some nice piano work they have in here. I'll just play a little sample. I think that's based on the solo from the original song. Does a really good job of that. Definitely like that. But let's move a little bit forward onto the lyric video. So we got a positive here for actual footage, actual real footage. I'm not sure where they got it from. It might be offcuts from the music video or from a movie or something. I don't know, but it looks really good. And then we got the war photos, as usual. Really cool effects, just in general, around the whole video. And then, of course, the captions in the solo, as per usual. And that brings us on to the music video, of course. There is a lot of cool cinematics in this video. It's basically they set it up so it's like they're playing in the battlefield of Verdun in a field. They did it at day and at night, which is pretty cool, just to show that the battle kept going for days and days and days, because it did 303 days. It's actually a line in the song, 303 days under the sun. That's a long battle. Might actually be the longest battle in history, but I don't want to say that, miss one that was longer. We get a positive for the location. They went out to either Verdun itself or a very convincing field. Just a positive, just for general explosions, because there's a lot of explosions in the video. Because while the band's playing, there's also clips of actual battle going on, which they filmed themselves, obviously. So that's pretty cool. And then, so just general effects for that as well. There's a good effect. Someone gets shot in the head. That's cool. And there's some people with looks like they get hit with shrapnel and stuff. It's definitely like a mini war movie. A lot like the Bismarck video, actually, minus the coolness of playing on an actual boat, but it's still pretty cool. So I'll give that to them. But that brings us on to the Apocalyptica cover, which I will talk about in a second. Apocalyptica. So this is an interesting cover. It's all instrumental, and it's very symphonic. It's not really symphonic. It's more like a quartet. I think Apocalyptica are a quartet that cover metal, but I thought they were one of the symphonic metal bands, so I'm a little confused. But based on this cover, they're a band that plays sort of quartet versions of metal songs. So it's an interesting cover. I mean, it's nothing really special, but it's just cool that it's there. It's also cool that Sabaton released it on their YouTube channel. Not sure what happened there, because like the cover of 82nd All the Way, that was released on the label's YouTube channel, and the Radio Tapok version was released on his YouTube channel, though he is primarily a YouTuber, so that makes sense. He's a YouTube-based musician, so that makes sense. Then we move on to Sabaton history. It's actually 2 episodes of this. They came back and did a second one, because they did the first one way before the album came out, and it was like a teaser for the song. Don't have any specific positives for it, but it's pretty cool that they came back and did it again. That is, of course, where I learned that the battle was 303 days long. Still pretty impressive. I think that brings us to the end of this song. Join us tomorrow for the last real track on the album before the final track on the album, which isn't your typical Sabaton song.